Hi, this is Tamara from Jam and Sweet Teas. With graduation season coming up, I decided I would come on and show you guys how to add pictures into different fonts. So today I am using the Silhouette Studio, the business edition. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I go over to the font text, and I'll type in the year or whatever font that I want to add the pictures into. So then we're going to go up here and uh, click off this and then click on to be able to edit the number. So then I'll go up here and I'll find the font that I like to use for the pictures. I normally use, I want to say is LW Letterman. Let's look at this. I actually don't believe this is the same font. Nope. So we're going to go back and we're going to change it. So we're going to actually go down and look for it. Normally it's in my favorites, but I guess I've used some other fonts to where it got booted out. So it's LW Varsity. So I like to use the Varsity font. And then I am going to um, change the size of this. I want to make it bigger. We can also go up here and change the size, but I like to use the little bars, the little boxes, arrows, and just kind of stretch it out how big I want it. And I want to make it a little bit bigger so that we can give more of the picture inside of each number. So after I get it to the size that I want, and I will probably go back and adjust this, but just for the sake of this video and the time, I am going to just leave it like this. So what I'm going to do now is I right click, ungroup all of the letters, so then that just kind of moves them apart. So um, that we can work on one letter or one number at a time. So then I'm going to take the 5 or whichever number I decide to start with. We're going to right click on that, and then we're going to do the release compound path, and then that takes away the layers. So the first layer, we're not going to use that at all. It's kind of small, so we're just going to get rid of that. And then the second layer, this is the layer we're going to actually add the picture to. So now I'm going to go up to file, and then I have to hit merge instead of open. If you hit open, then it'll open up a whole nother window, and we don't want to do that. We want the picture to actually come onto this screen. So then we're going to hit merge, and I have so many different pictures and things on here that I just kind of play around with, but let's just start with this. Maybe this is the ones that we were using. Okay, so so what I am going to do now is shrink the picture. I'm going to make it as small as we can to get it to fit into this 5. So the picture is actually on top of the 5, but we want the number to be on top of the picture. So we're going to we're going to right click on the picture or the number 5 and hit bring to front. So then that's going to bring the picture to the front, the number to the front of the picture. And then we're just going to adjust the picture um, to where we want it to be located within the number 5. So these are probably not the best pictures, but like I said, for the sake of this video, do it, I want to get it done as quick as possible. So we're going to just use these pictures. So then we're going to just, I just want to make sure at least get his face. And we can actually shrink this a little bit more. So then we're going to position the picture within the number. So once we have that done, I am going to click on both pictures and the number. We're going to go up to panels, modify, and then we're just going to hit crop. And there you go. So we'll click off that. Um, so then we could just we can place this back into the number 5. But I want this to have some sort of border, so it's not just sitting inside the number without anything. So then I'm gonna make um, the inside black, and then we'll do the cut line. We'll also make that black. Um, and then we'll just pop the picture back in. Sometimes you can get it right back how it was, which it just kind of it popped in. And there's a way to be able to have it snap back into what it is that you're working with, but that will be for another video. So then we're going to click on both pictures, the number and the picture, right click, and we're going to group it. So once we group it, then it'll just move, the whole thing will move. So then we'll do the second number 2. So we're going to go up, let's go find a picture. We're going to go to File, Merge, and then we'll go with the second picture. And again, we will shrink the picture down. We can also make the numbers bigger if we wanted to do it that way, but it's easier for me to, well, it's easier to just do the pictures, shrink the pictures, because if we shrink the numbers, then we would have to shrink them all or make them all bigger at the same time so that they stay the same size. So then we're going to go right click on the 2, and then we're going to go to release compound path, and then we're going to get rid of the first layer. The second layer is what we're going to put the picture in. So with this being red, so let's pull this up front first. We're going to bring to the front so that it is on top of the picture. And with this being red and this picture being a little darker, it's kind of hard to see. So what we're going to do is change this color. So we right click on the 2, go up, and then we're going to just change the outline. We're going to I changed it to white so that we can see it a little bit better. So then we're going to place it over the picture, shrink the picture a little bit, just so we can get most of the picture inside of the number 2. And then we're going to highlight both the picture and the number. We're going to go back up to panels, hit modify, and then we are going to crop. And there you go. We'll close out. And then for the number 2, we're going to go over to the color bar, make it black on the inside. We're also going to make the outline black. And then we can just put the picture right in. And this, I probably wouldn't use black for these pictures, particular pictures, because it's already kind of, the picture's dark and then the outline is dark, so I probably would use something a little bit lighter. So then we'll go to the 0. Go and find a picture. We're going to go to File and then Merge, and then we're going to go to the third picture, hit OK, and then again with this picture we are going to shrink it to make it smaller, and then we're going to click on, we're going to right click on the number, release compound path, and then we're going to take away the layers. So with this, I am going to also take away the layers on the inside of the 0, just because I want more of the picture showing. If I wanted to keep the inside and have that come out, I would leave whichever pieces from the inside, I would leave that in there. So then we're going to take the smaller layer, bring it to the front so that it's on top of the picture. We're going to place this over on top of the picture. We could actually make this smaller, but for the sake of time, we'll just leave it like that. I am going to highlight both the picture and the number. We're going to go back up to panels, go to modify, and crop. And there you have it. So then we're going to go to the the second layer of the 0. I'm going to make that black as well, the outline black. And then we are going to pop the picture back in. So if for some reason you can't get the picture straight, or you want to just make sure it's straight, we can highlight both, and then we're going to go up here to this I'm not sure what this is called, but this little icon right here, we're going to go here, and then we're just going to click align center, and it's going to put the picture in the center of the number. And then again, we're going to group. So there's 1. We're going to go back up here to the number 2. Go and choose our picture, merge, and then we're going to go to the 4th one that we have downloaded, and again we are going to shrink the picture so that we can get most of the picture inside of the number. Alright, so then we're going to go and click on the number 2, right click, release compound path, so we can move the layers. The small tool, we're not going to use that. We're going to take the second layer and we're going to right click, bring it to the front so that it's on top of the picture. We have to make sure that the number is on top of the picture. For one, you won't be able to see exactly where it's cutting, and also in order for it to crop, we need it on top. So I think this is a good position. We'll leave it here. So then we're going to highlight both, and then we're going to go over to our panels, open up, modify, which is this area here. Then we're going to hit crop, and then there you go. So then we'll go back to this number 2, and we're going to make it black, and then we're also going to make the outline black, and then we're going to just pop it right back up into the 2, and then we are going to group it, and now we have 2025. So in order for us to get this back, we can get rid of this because we're not going to use it. So then we're just going to cut that out, and then so we're going to bring all the letters down so we can get them back lined up, and you can space them however you want to space them. And then we're going to highlight all of them, go over to the alignment, and we're not going to do that. So we're going to undo that, and then we're going to space them align middle, meaning that they all lined up here. They're at the same level, and then we are going to, well, you know what, when we hit align center, it just automatically aligned it up across the top and put the same amount of space in between each number. Sometimes you have to do both, but this is kind of like, it has like this memory, so it knew exactly what we were trying to get it back to. So then we're going to highlight them all, then we're going to group them all so that once we start moving it, the whole thing moves around. And I'm not sure exactly why this does this, but it's not moving for me right now. I just have to figure that out. And then we can go over to back to the text and do class of, and then we can choose whatever font. First we gotta click off and then click back on, where when this is outline and just the black line, that means we can edit it. Choose a font, and then we'll move that above the class or the 2025, and then because this is cursive and some of the letters are actually touching each other, we would excuse me, we actually have to weld these letters together, otherwise you'll see where they're connected, and we want them to just look as one. So we're going to right click, and then we're going to hit weld. So once we hit weld, it actually breaks up the letters so that um, letters will move on their own, and we don't want that. So we're going to undo that. So in order to get them together again, we're going to right click again, and then we're going to group so that it becomes one. And then we can put this wherever we want to put it. We'll change the color first. Let's make it black, the outline and the inside. And we can also center this. We don't want to do that, so we're going to undo that. So we can, let's see, line in the middle, center. So we're going to put the class of 2025, or class of in the center of 2025. So then we can group this, and then we can do whatever it is that we want to do with it. We can put it on a shirt, we can make a banner, we can do whatever we want to do. And then if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can just adjust it this way, using the arrows, however you want to do it. But everything is going to move and be the same size if you do it this way. So I appreciate you taking the time and watching the video. If there's anything else you would like to learn how to do, or for me to do a video on, please leave it in the comment section. And if it's something that I know how to do, then I will make a video. Thank you.